we're gonna get it started.
He still get his C's. He still get his G's hit. Why y'all let these tell too? That's why he attacked me in the barbershop. But you got the black community clapping. But they're saying I'm wrong for snitching. So when Woody come home, they clap for Woody. Oh, Woody's so loving, but they kill a bunch of people. Just 10 years ago, the FBI said he's the most dangerous man in Atlanta. And they clapping for him. Mm-hmm. But I'm the bad guy for wanting to tell on these kind of guys. Yeah. So now Young Thug done come out snitching. Young Thug got a video in the interrogation room for 2 hours, having dialogue with the police about crime and criminals, but he don't want to work with Gunna. Come on, homie, look at the hypocrisy. So God made me the sacrificial lamb. That's why I have this part, because I have been attacking evil. They've been saying I've been evil, but that's why God won't let nothing happen to me, because though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. I've been speaking against evil. So who go hurt somebody speaking against evil? They preach evil. They go commit crimes and put it on songs. That's how they were able to give them. And they use the songs against them. So Boosie killed 9 people, went to trial for 5. Used a 16-year-old to kill 5 people, and this kid didn't make over $50,000. He paid $2,000 per hit. And people saying God on his side. You're not when he got a 15-year-old doing life in prison. And by the way, I helped work on that law to try to get this kid out. It's called JLY, juvenile life without parole. I went to Washington, D.C. over 4 or 5 times. We got it abolished, but you know what? They didn't make it retroactive for the boy Boosie used.
So I want to break this down into some parts, because he go with detail. How do you guys feel about that when you hear we hear Boosie music, and then you hear true stories about things that really going on, which I'm sure that we all ain't naive to. With that being said, first, I got 2 questions for y'all. First, do you believe in snitching? And 2, how do you guys feel about knowing that Boosie has made millions while there's a young man in prison given life since he was like 15 years old?
Go ahead, Plug.
What was the first question? What do I what?
The first one, do you believe in snitching?
No. Absolutely not. But at the same time, who the you going with? Who you going to commit this crime with? Who you going to serve with? Who you going to hit the lick with? Who you going to do this with? What qualifies this young man that's standing next to you? He might be good to go get something to eat with. He might be good to go catch a drink with. He might be cool to sit in the hood and parlay and crack jokes and catch a couple of stings, while you're doing your thing, whatever the case may be. But you don't know, buddy. You don't know, buddy. Because if you knew Buddy, you would know that he wouldn't be in that position anyway. I always say, if you gonna do it by your motherfucking self. Because you shouldn't tell on you. But it seems like these young men be telling on their damn self. I never heard of this. This is the weirdest space I've ever seen in my life. And And snitching is against all. It's against everything. It's against everything. But I tell you this here. Nobody knows where the nose goes when the doors are closed, boy. So you don't know what going on behind that. You understand? You got to know who you standing with. You got to know who you following with. You got to know who you winning with, and you got to know who you losing with. Yeah. You gotta know. So I can't blame Buddy. That's your fault. That'll be my fault. That'll be his fault. Because you don't know him like that. You might think you know him like that, but you don't know him like that. You don't know Buddy like that to go hit no lick with. It's crazy how most of it's people give away blind trust when they life on the line. They give away, it's the lightest trust. It's like you'll sit there and set a drink down and be looking over your shoulder 37 times to make sure nobody put none in your drink. But you'll jump in the car with pistols and rifles and ARs that go hit a lick and don't even be on the same mentality. You about to put your whole life on the line. You about to put your health on the line watching this drink. You might pass out somewhere. Somebody might take your manhood from you. But you finna put your whole life on the line, just jumping in the car with all these switches and whatnot to ride with somebody. You ain't never did this before. Yeah. They actually set us up in the military to go to war with somebody that we don't know. Yeah. I've actually had bumps and fights in the club, and Buddy wouldn't even lift a finger to fight in the club. And we in the same unit. If we got to go to war, he got to be my battle buddy. And he won't even fight in the club.
Dre said, amen, Uncle Plug. Telling is snitching. Snitching is against the code. But who is upkeeping the code? Strange, ain't it?
The code has to be taught. This is the most dangerous thing to everything. It's too much information being given to people who didn't earn it. 14 years old, went to try to get my first ounce. Bruh told me this here. Oh yeah, come back in a little bit, man, and see like if you really want to do this, man. I had to leave. Come back. Oh, so you really want to do this? So let me tell you some things. This is what happened. This is what go down. This is what go down. This is what go down. This, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear none of that. If this go this way, I'm doing this to you. If this go this way, I'm doing this to you. I knew everything that was supposed to go down before I took that thing from it. Everybody else, they just, here you go, dog. Go do it. Make you some money, dog.
Yeah.
Go make you some money, dog.
That's because that's what it looks like in the movies now.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. But that ain't the game. It's too much information. When mistakes happen when the inexperienced try to do what the experience does. Mm-hmm. You don't know what you doing. You done gave him that whole thing. You ain't tell him how to psych it up. He don't know what a nick is. He don't know what a dime is. He don't know what a quad is. You gotta get the game. The game is missing. You're in the game, but you haven't been properly coached. You ain't been properly trained.
And it's crazy that you say that, Plug, because so when I grew up in the 80s, but then you go into the early 90s, like I remember gang members would tell us, hey, go in the house. Hey, yeah. Like literally, like they would tell you, like, hey, this ain't what you want to do. Like nobody that we were associated with that chose to live that alternative life ever promoted that to be what you wanted to do.
Because he's seen you, bro. He's seen you when you walk past and you had both of your hands on your book bag and your head was down when you was walking past it. He didn't see you. You ain't never made no eye contact. You ain't never made a man move since you've been walking by here. Now you want to, not on a random Tuesday, you want to walk out here and say you want to be a part of this. You ain't showed him nothing. You ain't walked by with your head up, looked everybody in the eye, said, what's up, y'all? What's up, man? Oh, that boy, that might be ready. You ain't showed him no sign. You ain't showed him no sign that you was ready for this warfare out here. You walking by like this right here the whole time. You walking by terrified. You scared of us, so what you gonna do against some dudes you don't even know? You see us 5 times a week coming from school. You don't even know it, and you scared of us. What you gonna do with some dudes that don't know you and don't care?
Yeah. Shout out
everybody jump in the game. Every time, everybody want to jump in the game. Everybody want to be in the game. Everybody want to talk the game. Nigga talk, yeah, went and got me a brick. You don't even know how many ounces in the brick. Now they told you how many ounces in the brick. Now how you gonna break it down? All right, so now you done listen to a song. Now you know how to re-rock now. Oh, you done listen to a song. You know how to bust it down now, huh? Oh, you know how to chef it up now. That's what you saying. You and your song time. No, I'm gonna chef it up. Chef up what? What you put in it? How much baking soda did you put in it?
And these are the same. These are the same guys that would take it. They would get my mom groceries out the car, bring them into the house, everything. Like
a gangster is a gentleman.
Every Christmas, it was always like a shootout because like we lived in the apartment complex, but then you got a fence that separated us from what we call Turkey Park. So you had the Crips on this side in the apartments. You go over the fence, it's all bloods. Like so, like every Christmas we would see this in the hood. Like they're walking out with their bandana. They be like, "Hey, y'all go in the house, man." It's about to get like they already knew. And then it was funny because shout out to my boy Red and Troy. They were brothers, but one was a Crip and one was a blood. They done shot at
the weirdest thing in the world.
They done shot at each other.
And you ask them why they gang banging, I bet you 75% of them will say, I don't even know, bro.
Yeah.
They don't even know. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If you really knew black leaders of our day, community revolutionary in progress, why y'all beefing? Please make sense of this for me. I never understood that. I never understood black leaders of our day. I never understood community revolutionary in progress. Why are y'all beefing? That is the weirdest thing in the world. Y'all got to bring this to the square and y'all got to make it make sense to the public. And if you can't make it make sense, and don't tell me about such and such and died and such got killed and this side killed this side, y'all got to bring it to the square and say, why are y'all beefing? Because if we get back to the foundation of everything and why it was laid and why it was here, everything that thrived from the Black Panther Party, everything that went into gangster disciple, first generation, second generation, third generation, let's go and get to the epitome of what we standing on and why are we beefing. That is the goofiest shit in the world. I need for y'all to make sense of this goofy shit, because if it's all about the neighborhood, then how you gonna have one side of the street and the other side of the street beefing? This is the goofiest shit on the planet. I never understood that. If it was about the community, I never understood that, and I will never understand that.
To me, gangbang is almost like segregation.
It's goofy.
I mean, racism. You know what I'm saying? The Bloods, the Crips.
It's an extension. It's an extension of slavery.
Well, I mean,
we gonna mentally fuck y'all, so y'all just kill y'allself, and we ain't got to do it. We ain't got to do it. I'm gonna put this big battery in your back, man. I'm gonna put this red and blue battery in your back, man.
And then
you understand?
Then they butt breaking you by jumping you in.
Hold on.
Who gonna say they love you and then beat your head in?
Man, come on, man. Let me tell you. So you know how to fight. You gotta for real. You gotta take one in order to be able to give one. I understand that. Even when we went to the club and somebody would just kick something off just off a GP, just so we can see who gonna be there and who ain't. Who gonna be there and who ain't gonna be there. And it really makes absolutely no sense. This gang banging, it doesn't make any sense, man.
Yeah.
Because
go ahead, Blood. Sorry.
No, you good, brother. Go ahead.
Let me read these things. We got some new people that just jumped in too. Skywalker said he gave you the game. Yeah, he talking about with Plug. Ted said the information exchange isn't transactional anymore. That's rampant in every industry now. Yeah. Skywalker said real recognized real. He knew and saw intellect, not destruction. So he sent your ass home. They used to say you paid the cost to be the boss. I don't know if that saying is true as it used to be. Ted said they were counseling. Yeah, they were counseling Christmas for sure. Skywalker said because their fam did it. The answer I heard the most. Yeah. Shout out to is that Nubian? Is that
Nubian Emperor? Emperor.
Good. What's good, man? Welcome to the chat, man. Skywalker says supposed to being about building protection and unity. These cats fight the same house nowadays. That's big facts. Taz, you hit it right on the social engineering. He said, "What? Do what?" Right now we're talking about Charleston White, talking about Young Thug and Steven Jackson and Bootsy and them. the things they did, the snitching and things of that nature. We about to jump back into the video, so you'll be able to catch a little bit more. So I want to say you got to learn how to lose before you can win. It applies everywhere. That's big fact.
Definitely, yeah.
Let me play a little bit more of old Charleston.
Why this is personal to me. I ain't got to explain that to y'all. Why he picking on Boosie? Because I fight to get Marlo Mike out. He'll die in there as a baby. He was 15 years old with 9 bodies. He went to go tell because he couldn't sleep at night. Boosie sleep good at night because he didn't pull the trigger. That baby can't sleep. While you throwing your pool party, that baby had 9 bodies at 15 years old. And he committed them all. He had to get it out of his heart. My wife went to the police and told. Can't sleep at night. You done killed 9 people. You can't tell nobody about it. And you a baby? He was a baby. And y'all got more mercy for Boosie. And he still rap about what he being on death row. And he cried. He was in protective custody. Ask Eric Brown, who was in Angola with him. And look, he's solid. Big Boosie a hoe. That's why I want to get him in the boxing ring and on his diabetic jaw. He even said in the song, he a top 5. He done misled more juveniles in America than Tupac. Boosie should be sentenced to the higher end of the maximum sentencing guideline. You know why? Because he talked that street. Let's see if he can stand that street. Because his background take him to that USP he was talking about. They gonna go back when he ran away from home at 12 years old. See, I done been in federal court when they say, oh, you ran away at home at 12. At 13, I don't know what that's about. You pulled a gun out on somebody when you were 14. Oh, it was a BB gun, but that's still serious. I watched a federal judge walk from decisions he made when he was 12 to 24 and took him to 30 years. Let's see if Boosie can stand up under that. Let's see if Boosie can stand up under that. Take him to the highest sentencing end of the guideline and see if this don't fold. He ain't been tested. That's just talking. That's been tested. How can you give a man life, 2 life sentences, and he still go down there and make right choices? Most go down there doing wrong with 2 lives. They give up. How you still have hope? Let's see if Boosie that strong. Strong. The culture changing. They don't make rap songs about like him. They don't make rap like him. Don't rap. They don't get a chance to rap.
So maybe the culture is changing now. Maybe they're celebrating the people that's selling now, right?
I think I made telling cool. Because telling always been cool.
I think so.
If you can fight, telling really cool. If you can fight, telling cool. Don't be that can break it out. Or have a reputation like Woody, known for shooting that pistol, and you act like you might still go back to shoot that pistol. You can tell every time you go. Shout out to Gator. Been 3-4 times, nigga come back still. Shout out to that Gator from the north side.
What about Steven Jackson, right? He's recently brought you up and he's been speaking on you. I don't know why he's been speaking on you.
Steven's a wannabe, man.
Yeah, what?
He's a wannabe trying to be.
Oh,
see, you got in the black community, you got men and you got males. You got males that's adult that don't know how to be men. You got men and males. Then you got OG. Then you got street. Then you got juvenile delinquents. Then you got the YNs. You got square. But then there's a group of that I like to refer to as has-been. Michael Jordan is a has-been. Tiger Woods, has-been. You know, once was great, has-been. He retired, you put his jersey up. Then you got a used to be. The used to be is the I don't like. He used to be something, and he's still trying to remind you of what he used to be, but he ain't that today. Used to be, how about when we used to have money? When we used to, but you can't do it today. So shut up. Then you got a wannabe. That's what Steven Jackson was. See, Steven Jackson is what I was when I was a little boy, a wannabe. I grew up in the suburbs. In 3rd grade, I had my own room, my own phone line, and I had a bunk bed, and I had a Nerf tennis ball with the, you know, you.
So yeah, so he's taught. You know, if you pay attention to Charleston White, he kind of talked about this stuff every time he goes on the interview. But he went to talk about Steven Jackson. We all know he grew up in Texas. Like he said, he ain't respected like that, this and that. Why would a ball player want to like pretend to be this gangster and go to Chicago and do all these things? Before we get into that, Dre said, let's see here. He said, is the truth being respected? These are good questions for Plug. He said, is the truth being respected? Is telling the truth ain't hating? And then Skywalker said, is Charlie is Charlie dry snitching, allegedly asking for a friend?
Yeah, he said, don't say the S word. He says he niching. The truth is, I'm gonna say a lot of people that grew up in that lifestyle, that grew up around that lifestyle, that grew up, you know, near that lifestyle, that can depict it, you know, and put it on wax. Most of them, when done, and person heard that, like when you see in some of the movies, like when you say you see Snowfall, and you see you know, different movies where the kid that was rapping about it because he was right there in the projects and he seen everything going down, and they was like, hold on, bro, don't put this on wax. You telling on what we doing, you telling on what we did. Ones that grew up in that culture and is now grown now and know better. You know, a lot of things what Charleston be talking about when he say that frontal lobe ain't developed yet and you ready to crash out at any time. That's understandable. When you get older, you understand that that's bullshit. Most of it is bullshit. The gang banging is bullshit. You know, the type of lyrics that you listening to, you understand that it's just entertainment. That's all it's supposed to be. Now this culture want everything to be authentic, wants the cats to be authentic, you know, want everything to be real. And bruh, let me tell you something. If these boys did anything that they say they didn't did, they ass to get 1,000 years. You will not hear, they'll drop one album, that shit'll be over with. They gonna go platinum one time and that shit is over with. This is real life. Real life has consequences, and it's cool that you vibe into this, and it's cool that you want Buddy to be authentic. But bro, this is simply entertainment.
Yeah.
Because if you live by these, man, I'm telling you, 8 Ball and MJG raised me. Pimp C and Bun B raised me. Scarface raised me. Uncle Luke, Trick Daddy raised me. JT Money raised me. You understand me? And boy, Ball said it the best. Niggas dying trying to live out these old rap lyrics. For real. That shit ain't, man. This shit is entertainment, man. This shit is
what a lot of the young
entertainment.
folk are. They don't realize that it's mostly entertainment. Some of the lyrics probably are true, but
and it shouldn't be, but you shouldn't hear it. If it was true, I shouldn't hear that shit. I'd be like, why he said that? I'll be paranoid listening to your favorite rapper. We listen to psycho music.
And you got to think about it too. I mean, I know we waited for Charleston to come out with this, but we all knew that Young Thug had to say something. Young Thug was literally 90% of his charges came from his rap lyrics. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, look at the turn of events that happened in the court before he got released. All of a sudden, his lawyer got locked up. It became this like performance. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, it went from him being tried to they were messing up everything in court. They needed to change the judge. So like you already knew something was being said.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how people couldn't play it. Because like I want to say the week later, one of his friends went down for like 15 or 20.
Hey man, you gotta protect the idea, man, and you gotta protect the money, man.
He said,
but it seems something
in the 70s, baby. Plug. He said you had to be a 70 baby raised
1980, baby, 1980, bro. 1980, bro. Hey, I grew up on Pimps. And I just can't see me get my feet on the ground. Yeah, I grew up
barely touching 16 when he got
crazy. Yeah, man. And it's like really, bro. When I think about it, I already knew it was a play being made because it started to become a drama-filled situation. Man, anybody can be bought, bro. But I'm trying to tell you, boy, like, man, 100 bands to get you a lot in this day and age. I'm talking about 100 bands right in the bitch hand. A bitch see that money coming one of them cellophanes. But that'll make it. But hey, them are charges. Do y'all understand? I want y'all to understand.
Yes, walks.
You understand me? Hey, like, listen, I want y'all to get. Hey, when we start dealing with this judicial system, man, we start getting on different little realms or whatever. We start talking about different whatever. Hey, but I just want y'all to understand, man. Them are charges, bro. And when I say charges, they are charges. If you ever look down that line and you saw do, 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 and then you see that charge, you see that statue on the side, there's a number. But see, I already knew they set him up sweet. Because I don't care anything over the number of 5 when it comes to probation, you are being set up.
Yeah.
You best to believe it. I want y'all to all understand this. When you got anything, any probation out, and to be for real, anything over 3 years, you are being set up. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because in every state, they have this, it's called the Habitual Offender Act. And if you do anything or commit any felony within a 5-year span, your ass going away. They're going to put the time that they was going to give you and a 5 on top of it. So if they're going to give you 10, bitch, you got 15. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy, if it's a felony, you can get, it could be 18 months. It could be a year and a day. It could be 366 days. And they'll put 5 on top of that bitch. Because you a habitual offender. You better understand what you're talking about, boy. A lot of you cats out here talking, and you think you may know the dope game, and you think you may know the larceny game, and you think you may know the robbery game, but you better know that judicial game. And boy, I'm trying to tell you, the best punishment they could ever give a nigga is time.
Skywalker said, real spill. He said, I was a barber at 14. He telling truths. It's all a disguise design since 18.
Disguise.
Like I'm a barber too, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
And I know somebody right now who's in there for life because the judge told him, if I see you one more time, you're not going home.
I'm trying to tell you.
The judge saw him one more time and he ain't been home.
And he asked for that case, just like when we was talking about the other night. Talking about, oh yeah, the officer followed me, this, that, and the third. When he first pulled you over, man, he was a traffic cop, bro. And he hit you for that lick and got you up out of here for three years. Now, when you come home after them 3 years, guess what? Now he a sergeant. He waiting on you. He know you a goofball. He know what time do to you. He done went to school. In order for him to get to that next level, he had to go to school. So 9 times out of 10, they take sociology or psychology. So they already know your psyche. They already know where you come from. They know your cousins. They know your auntie, they know your uncle, they know your uncle ain't shit. They know the nephew. They say, all right, I know the other 2 nephews. You that nephew that just like him. So when you come home, I'll get another scrape off of you. Watch, I'm gonna watch you. Watch, I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna get his ass. They know when you come home. Just like your people say, oh yeah, bro be home and he be home in September. He be home in September. Yeah, he be home in September. Yeah, he not. Yeah, I know he gonna be home in September. He waiting on your ass. Y'all think the game sweet, boy. Y'all don't even think, man. Y'all don't even think. And the craziest thing that you can do is jump straight out the chain gang or straight out of jail and jump straight in the streets. You's a goofy. And if you are the friend of this friend that's jumping right back in the streets and you don't say nothing to him, you are the worst friend in the world.
He said, you sound like the hood PC, just like me. He said, stop it, see? Hook it up, souls. No, but what are your thoughts, April, about this situation before we go into our last topic of the night?
Charleston White said, I made snitching cool. That's my final thoughts.
Hey.
Although it shouldn't be cool, but it is what it is.
You said it shouldn't be?
Mm-mm.
Or you don't believe in snitching?
Mm-mm.
You will do a bid for one of your homegirls?
Oh.
Yeah, now stop. Right there. There you go, right there. Enough said. Enough said. Hey, listen.
I'm tell you this. I ain't doing no time for nobody.
Look, see that? That's an interview. That is an interview right there, bro. What you just did right there, that's an interview. Right there. I ain't going to do nothing with you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I got to be willing to bump for you. Mm-hmm. I got to be willing to bust my gun for you. I got to be willing to take one for you.
Because I wouldn't put nobody in. I will put nobody in those situations.
I'm trying to tell you, if I'm your friend, I am not trying to put you in no line of fire, period. I ain't trying to put you in no line of fire. I ain't trying to put you in no line of fire. And if it's my charge, I'm taking it. If it's mine, I'm taking it.
Intelligent. She ain't no. Hey, great. She almost about to double talk though, because she said she don't believe in snitching, but she ain't gonna take the bid.
She ain't gonna take the bid.
She snitching.
Most of them, man. I'm tell you the truth. Hey, most of them are not going to take the bid.
If you know anybody if you know anybody intimately that been behind bars, dog, you're not trying to take nothing.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, as a kid,
so that's what they want to go back to.
Boy, as a kid, they ain't gonna even take their sibling whooping. They ain't gonna even take their sibling whooping. Come on, man. You ain't gonna even take your sibling whooping. You ain't gonna even take your sibling whooping, man.
Let me ask y'all this question though. How do y'all think Steven Jackson got to the stature of what he is? Like who allowed this gentleman to?
The Malice in the Palace. That gave him some cred. The Malice in the Palace.
Hey, April could do no wrong, boy. Hey, wait till you hear this last topic though.
Wait.
You think the Malice in the Palace, and then when he went on his